Hello, this is Scientific Guy. This is a quick video that is going to be a tutorial on how to do the Cloud Kingdom without incrementing the Cappy throw counter. This strat was found by JDA7 on Discord, and he showed me a video of him doing it, and I was able to find a quick and easy technique that, when practiced, makes the Cloud Kingdom very easy and very reliable to get. So this is the strat. I'm going to show the full video now and then explain what I did in it. Now that trial that you just saw was about the 12th time, maybe the 7th time or something like that, that I did that trial, and I just skipped ahead to the one where it actually worked because that's the only one that's going to be very useful for right now. So the way this strat works is that Mario starts over here by the Odyssey, and he runs over to the back behind the Odyssey. You see where the pipes are. Then he jumps up on the top, does a ground pound roll, Cappy flies toward him, and hits this first cloud platform right there. That allows Mario to do a very precise triple jump to the Cloud Kingdom Nimbus Arena. And this all does not increment the Toadette counter at the end of the game, which is the point of the Minimal Cappy run, which I have been trying to get off the ground, as have a couple other people. So I'm going to skip back to the beginning and let's go over this piece by piece. So at the beginning, again, Mario just runs across this way. I usually do a long jump here to get enough speed. So at this point, Mario is standing right behind this pipe. Now this is the pipe that I have used every time that has been successful. This pipe may be able to be used as maybe these, but all I know is that this one is used. This is the one that I have used. I recommend you do it too. So Mario turns around, faces the pipe, and throws Cappy right next to it. Then what I have done is I've done a ground pound up onto Cappy, which bounces off, and Mario lands on this railing, does another ground pound, and comes up to the roof up here. Then immediately, what I want Mario to do, what I have done with Mario, is he's going to run right after this bolt in between this little panel right here and the hood, or whatever that is, the little, I don't even know what it is. It's what Mario ground pounds on to get inside the Odyssey. And this makes a triangle in which Mario is supposed to stand. And as you can see, I placed him, and when he went over here, I placed him on this little thing and then moved him forward just a little bit to get him to drop off. Now I would recommend standing a bit farther away from this bolt than anywhere in this triangle. You see there's a line between the edge of this and the edge of this right here. And that's where I have positioned Mario. If he's too far forward, Cappy will return to him too quickly and it will not work. I haven't tried if he's farther backward, but I would also assume it wouldn't work. I don't know. If you got that to work, then please let me know. The next thing I did is, all throughout this, Cappy has to be held onto the pipe. Notice back here, when he's placed, he stays there. Back here, when Mario throws him on, I held down the Cappy throw button, which is going to be the leftmost button, which is the Y button for me. I was using Joy-Cons when I did this. Someone else may use Pro-Con, the Pro controller, or a different controller, or whatever. But make sure you have that button held down until the cloud platform is activated. So Mario comes up here, and the button is still held down. Now, if my thumb is placed on the Y button, I'm not able to control the camera with my hand, so I have to reach my other hand over and grab the control stick. So the way I'm going to move it is that I grab the control stick and I move it so that this pole, this yellow pole, is lined up just about even with these metal bars of the Odyssey's sail. And see how I kind of adjust it just a little bit more right there so that it's just peeking out on the left side. If this is the alignment that you have, where the sail this line of the sail is between touching the yellow pole and peeking out of the left. This should be a good setup. What I then do with Mario is I tap the up directional stick on the left to make Mario face forward. No, I tap down to get him to face a little bit backward, and then I tap the up stick to make him face directly forward, because that is the perfect angle for hitting the cloud platform. Watch as I do it. See, he turned around right there. Let me back up. I made him turn around and then turn back up. Now the compass should be pointing directly in the middle of this little red arc, and it should be pointing off to the side, almost kind of northeast, but a little bit more north than that. Either way, it's going to be lined up with this pole, and Mario will be straight toward the top of the screen. Then what I have done is I've made Mario do a ground pound roll by shaking the controller. This can also be done by pressing the other button that's not being held down, in my case, X. This is the same strategy as used when doing a Cappy roll jump. What Mario is going to do is he's going to roll toward this area on the platform, and then what I've done is I've made him do a single jump to get behind the cloud platform, so that will line him up perfectly when Cappy comes back. Let me show you this next part. Now you see, just at that moment when Mario left the ship, you could hear Cappy leaving the pole and see the birds also fly away. Now Mario is going a little bit to the right of the cloud platform here. This is the point where you can start to do a little bit of adjustment. If Cappy's coming this way, he's going to be following Mario up to here if Mario comes over here when he's behind the platform. So that means Mario can either be off to the corner over here, to the side here, or on the back. I've found that on the side and the back and a little bit higher on the corner work, because if Mario is too low on the side, he'll get pushed off and just fall. If he's too low on the corner, he'll get flung away. But if he's high enough, he'll land right on the platform, and otherwise he'll be hanging off the platform. He'll have to do a wall jump dive to get back on the platform. What you're going to you're going to need to make sure that Mario has enough height here, because if you jump too soon, Cappy will just reach Mario before he gets to the platform. If you jump too high, Cappy will fly above the platform, and a multitude of things can go wrong. But just try it yourself with this setup and practice the jumps and practice the height. You should be able to get it. So this was my attempt. Like that. Now you see Cappy kind of flew to the left and hit, so that meant Mario is hanging off of the back edge, kind of on there. So that's a bit more useful than having to wall jump dive, because a lot of the times when I had to do a wall jump and dive, Mario would just fall off the edge because he didn't have enough height. But now he's hanging off the edge. So what I do now is I do a ground pound on the cloud platform just to make sure that it's still activated, because otherwise it will disappear if there is too much time in between activating the platform and actually using the platform. So that was one of the hardest parts of this challenge. The next part is doing the ground pound into a triple jump to get to the arena. And this strategy is very precise as well. Even if you get the first part, like I was able to get the first section activating the platform about 2/3 of the time, but this was the first attempt that I got out of the 12 or 7 times that I did it, only because the triple jump is also quite difficult. I was only able to get that about a half of the time that I actually tried it. I did do a lot of practice with the triple jump, and I was able to get it multiple times in a row. Here's the strategy that I used. I made Mario run straight back and stand right next to this little ledge right here. See how it comes around right here, and Mario is going to need to be about in line with it. He's going to need to be in the range of right next to it or a little bit behind it. I put him right in the middle, as you can see right here. See, right there. So he's a little bit behind the ledge, and as you can see, his arm, I don't know if I adjust the camera here. No, I do just a little bit. As you can see, his arm is kind of hanging over the side. You can see there's a little bit of a shadow right there. You're going to want to get Mario to this position. Sorry. You're going to want to get him to this exact position, because this is the best setup that you have to get a consistent triple jump in the right place. So then Mario's going to do the roll. And right here, he comes out of the roll. And when you get to about this line, start the triple jump. Now Mario, in order to be able to do the triple jump, he's going to need to land the third jump right on the edge, almost falling off of the edge of the platform. And to get this lined up right, you're going to want to need to do a small double jump right along this line on the cloud platform. And when you do a small double jump, it's going to put Mario right on the edge right there. Watch and see. Let me back up a little bit. You see that? So then, for Mario to have the best angle, he's going to need to be going straight over these two cloud platforms. If he's too much to the left over here, he's not going to have enough room to dive, and he'll likely bonk, which is the same way if he goes to the right. And then the dive needs to be performed very precisely. Watch how I do it. Watch how Mario he's just touching the back of this cloud platform, or this cloud, whatever it is. And the dive is initiated when he's on the back of it, when he just first touches it. Watch again. Just like that. And that gives Mario just enough space to clear the platform. So that's it. That's all the strategies that I was able to use. The alignment for the cloud platform was pretty difficult to figure out what exactly I was supposed to be doing with that. But once I had that figured out, the rest of it was pretty easy. The triple jump is very fun to do, and you can get it down pretty well if you just practice. That is the hardest part of the Cloud Kingdom, doing it with no Cappy throws. The rest of it is doing the Bowser speedrun strats, which can be very difficult and which are very easy to choke on if you aren't paying enough attention or if you haven't practiced them enough. And you get this whole setup done only to fight Bowser and only to fail because you didn't know the speedrun strats. So I recommend a video by Okra Armband, which I watched and which was very, very helpful in teaching me these speedrun strats. So that's pretty much it. I hope that this video was helpful and that you weren't bored too much by my very rambling, my very monotone voice. Thanks for watching. Bye.